Welcome to Revelation Unraveled. I'm your host, William Tapley, also known as the Third Eagle of the Apocalypse, as found in Revelation 8:13, and also the co-prophet of the end times. This will be just a brief program on the passing of former British Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher. And this is extremely significant for three reasons. First of all, of course, because she was the first female Prime Minister of Britain. Secondly, however, because she was the Lioness as found in Daniel 7 verse number 4. There are not many people living today who are found in Bible prophecy. However, another is our own President Barack Obama. And the death of Margaret Thatcher is, thirdly, a warning to Barack Obama. It's very interesting, for example, that she died on April the 8th. In other words, on 4/8. And Barack Obama was born on 8/4. This is not accidental. This is tying these two events together. Margaret Thatcher's death is a warning to Barack Obama, because he is the third beast that comes up out of the sea in Daniel 7, and that is the leopard. So, the first beast, the Lioness, Margaret Thatcher, has already passed on. The second beast, Dmitry Medvedev, who was the bear, has been replaced by Vladimir Putin as president of Russia. So now, next comes the leopard, Barack Obama. Is it his turn to either die in office or be replaced? This is the warning that God is giving to Barack Obama because of the death of Margaret Thatcher. Now I want to take a quick look at this lioness in Daniel, because a lot of people do not understand that this refers to a woman. Daniel 7, verse number 4. The first was like a lioness. Now some Bibles translate this as lion, but I'm going to show you why that is incorrect. This is a lioness, first of all, because she comes up out of the sea. And therefore, both the lioness and the sea are symbolic. In other words, this must be a human being coming up from the sea of humanity. And Daniel is setting up a contrast here, because she had wings of an eagle, and I beheld till her wings were plucked off, and she was lifted up from the earth, and stood upon her feet as a man, and a man's heart was given to her. So the contrast here is either between a lion, that is an animal, with a human heart, or a woman with a man's heart. And therefore, this must be a lioness, that is a female lion, because this lioness is symbolizing a woman. Both the sea and the lioness are symbolic. Now this lioness represents both a king and a kingdom, as do all of these beasts. That's why Daniel sees the beasts come up out of the sea, which indicates human beings, but the angel says they come up out of the earth, which represents countries. Now why Margaret Thatcher would have wings plucked off, I'm not sure. I don't know her private life, but certainly as far as the nation goes, the eagle's wings plucked off represent the American colonies breaking away from England. So in conclusion, Margaret Thatcher's death on 4/8 is a warning to our president. The first two beasts in Daniel 7 have either died or been taken out of office. Barack Obama, you are next. Because the Antichrist brings down three horns as prophesied by Daniel, and those three horns are the lioness, the bear, and the leopard. And as always, I do offer a free copy of my book, Revelation Unraveled. If any of you are interested, you can write to the address you see on your screen, or better yet, you can save me a lot of postage and simply download my book, Revelation Unraveled, from my YouTube channel. Either click on part 1 or part 2, and you can read my book right now.